The tension seven they talk about, I realized the tension last week. I don't know if the tension dey between me and the girl. If you like someone and you want to talk to someone, I don't need to tell me. I'm not talking to you again. You're going crazy, babe. That's fine. I don't have anything to do with you. I think you know that. I mean, that's something I would like me for 3 weeks in this house. Oh, yeah, let's
Big house of commotion. That is what I'm going to call this house right now because this whole thing is crazy. I say even Big Brother and his cohorts will not be able to keep up with the things that have been happening in the house so far. Because yesterday was filled with a lot. Like from inside one fight, they had sub fights. So many things were happening, right? Meanwhile, you guys do not believe that I've made this video before. Like I made this video, I uploaded it. Some people have even watched it, only for me to find out that there was a sound issue. Like tears all full my eye. But I said no. I still need to give you guys the full gist of what happened because it's a lot happened that I would not like you guys to miss. Anyway, welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video. Now, before we get into the fight main, let me just give you like some, sort of things that happened. And for Kaikumi, Isabella was basically trying to she confronted him based off of what she heard earlier on. There was an accusation that Kaikumi was, still actively trying to get with Mide, actively telling Mide that he likes her, even after himself and Isabella had gotten close. And it came from Bright. Bright said that Victory said that Kaikumi just did not like him. Kaikumi is developing hate for him because of Mide. No, Victory didn't say that. Kaikumi said. Victory said he feels like Kaikumi is developing hate for him because of Mide, and then the whole Kaikumi liking Mide thing came out, and on the side too, Victory got a whole expose. I wanted to make that video, but there was no time for that. Sultana came out and exposed Victory. Victory said he'd not tell anybody that he loves them in the house. Sultana came out and said that not only did Victory say that he loves her, he told her that he wants to marry her. Gigi came out and also spoke about Victory and the things that he said to her, and then also now exposed that Victory said he likes Joanna. So the three ladies in the mix that Victory has spoken to were brought out to the public, and then Victory had this whole thing. Since I'm not covering that, I just wanted to highlight Victory's matter a bit. Now down to this whole thing. After Isabella and Kainkumi's situation, we also had Ruboy that was having a conversation with Joanna about Ortega, saying that he Ortega was one of the people that used to try to get himself and Thelma together. And now Ortega is basically with Thelma in a way, like they're kind of shipping. So Ruboy is hurt. Like he's really hurt by the whole situation. Meanwhile, Thelma was helping Ortega with a massage in the room, trying to help him massage his hand while all of this was happening. I said, try. Heartbreak. Now down to the fight. I'm going to play the video first before I give you guys like the gist of all. I'll tell you guys what exactly caused it and how it started.
Dennis Gay. Come on, you were there. I already put this thing here and it's baby. I already put my stuff in there. No, I saw you when you put water. I told you that pot is for me. That's what I said. Put water and all the gas. You told what is the problem? I'm not talking to you again. You're very crazy, face. That's fine. I don't have anything to do with you. Very stupid human being.
Hey, very stupid human being. Gay. So, what exactly caused this fight? Indomie, food, and pots. Faith had pots that he wanted to use to cook that was already washed. Victory helped him wash it because I think most of the pots were dirty. Victory helped him wash it, and the pot was on the burner. I think Faith now stepped out for a bit. Imisi came and saw that the pot was free. She took it and was about to start using it to cook. She had already put her water in it and put it on fire. I don't think she had put in her indomie at this point, right? So Faith came and saw her trying to use it, and he told her that it was his pot. She was now saying that she did not see him there, she did not see it with him and all of that. And he was now still trying to prove that he was the one that washed it. Like there's no other washed pots there. Like most of the pots are dirty. So for you to see a pot on the burner and it's clean, then you know that it's most likely for somebody. So he was still trying to like explain. Now the camera, how Coyote they do now. He carried the camera go where I don't know. On coming back, as at the time where he took the camera in, the deed had already been done. They had poured noodles on the floor on themselves. Like a lot had already gone on. So from the gist or how they put it, the way it happened was basically that Imisi still proceeded to try to use the pot, and then Faith and herself they now started dragging the pot on, like, trying to get it and stuff. So she had already now put her Indomie, they were dragging it, and then the whole thing now splashed on the floor, on Faith, on Imisi, more on Faith, Sha, because I saw his hair, his body, and everything, right? So that's how it happened. Now, Couture is one person that is literally an instigator. When you say that somebody, not instigator, is someone that's adds salt, pepper, and spice to a fight. The thing had already died down a bit. They were no longer like arguing actively. Only for culture to bring up something that Faith said. Faith was like, Imisi, why they misbehave? And then Imisi started explaining herself, and that's when round two of the fight started.
Let me see why they respond this thing. I didn't see you there. I picked the pot up. I said you were there. I said I didn't see you there. I'm already using it.
You guys are seeing what Couture is doing. Now they now entered like gear two of the fight and everything. And then it died down a little bit again. And this is when Imisi now said something that I feel is going to, cause wahala or may get her attract a strike for her or a punishment or something, sha, a warning, whatever. She basically said, um as you're in this house, watch your back. Like she was telling Faye that he should watch his back. He should watch his back. That she's going to, let me bring the exact thing that she said because I noted it down. So it's like she's going to do him dirty. That he should watch his back. He should be watching his back in this house. I know that's basically it comes off. That's basically a threat. Like which one is watch your back? So I'm not supposed to feel safe or something in the house. So I feel like she shouldn't have said that, right? But I don't know how people that is going to take it. But she just said it to him, and then he now said his own part, his own. He said, more like he's not scared of her, and that's would he be scared of this? There's a way he described that this uneducated Yoruba Allah bosi abuna Allah. I think I just played this part because I recorded it.
Hey, in this house, they are walking. Don't be watching your back. Don't be watching your back, but I will do it. Get it. I don't have time to talk. Because of uneducated Yoruba and Bosa.
Hey, Jesus. Undedicated Yoruba alubosa. I don't even know what alubosa means, right? And then when he said this, I was just saying, Abego, where is Faith from? I was so happy when I said, okay, he's also a Yoruba person because I felt like that would have been like a really huge thing if it was from a different tribe, and then you're like, it's almost like you're dragging a whole tribe. Which one is undedicated Yoruba alabosa? I mean alabosa, right? So when I saw that, okay, they're from the same tribe, so it's like, okay, where is this drag coming from, or why are you like saying that, right? Anyway, their whole stuff now continued. They're still having like their back and forth at this point. Another thing, like I think I'm even going to put it in my title because I feel like there are two things that if Imisi did that might attract a strike. Maybe one of them or two of them. One of them, sha. The other one was her speaking vernacular, like when she was arguing with Kaybobo. But we're going to get to that. So I'm going to read out some of the other insults that they threw at each other. I don't want to miss anything, and I cannot show you guys all the clip because I don't want more teachers and their issues. So the remaining small insults that were said, or the remaining conversation went like this. Faith was like, "I'm not scared of you." Imisi said, "I'll be your biggest nightmare." And Faith now told her that in his world she does not exist. Imisi now told him to watch out. Like she told him to watch out while snapping her fingers. Faith now continued by saying, "In his world, she's a puppet." Imisi told him that he's going to wake up at night crying, and nobody is going to hear his cry. Faith said the next time she will hear a word from him, is the day she's going out of that door, like Big Brother's door. So those are the remaining things that were said. I said, okay, oh, it's all right, all fine and good. Now, Kola went to basically console Imisi because he's always there for her. He went to hear and find out if she's fine, if she's doing all right, right?
People like dragging it with me. You can imagine. I wish you're outside. That part I would use it to eat his feet and beat it. Like he injured me, bro.
Sorry.
Now, Couture again, Couture again. This guy, hey God, you guys should be noting how he's operating. No? Now he carried the gist outside because a lot some of the people outside were not even aware of what was going on like that. So he carried the gist outside and was talking about it. He even went ahead to be telling Imisi that Faith said this, Faith said that. He told Imisi that Faith said that she was, putting her hands in her boobs, trying to like, make him maybe I don't know that and that he felt irritated and all of that. I'm like, Coach, why are you telling her this? Like they just finished having a fight. Why are you bringing this kind of gist to her here? So he came, told her that one. She was like, she doesn't understand what he's talking about. So that did not attract any reaction per se. Then she was now trying to explain to some of the people outside, Bright, Midday, Tracy, Isabella was also there. She was trying to explain to them what had happened. And they were telling her that if, like, the fact that she had already seen that there was a pot, like the fact that the pot was washed for him, and after he had told her that, after Faith came to tell her that she would have just let it be. She would have just left it for him. She was now saying that Faith was dragging the pot with her and all of that. And then Kaybobo now entered the mix somehow.
But Bright, do you know that I didn't meet him there? I was already using it.
Nobody's telling you that you
Wait, let me finish.
When he came back,
Because
he was like, only one that for him.
I didn't know I was going to watch it. He was dragging it with me.
Now, this is how Kaybobo entered the group chat. So when she was explaining, and she spoke about the dragging, she just Faith was dragging him with her. Kaybobo came out. He was like, right? And then Imisi just like faced him and said, She called him. She was like, Hayes. Now that Hayes. I don't even know if he heard it, but Couture now amplified it. Was like, who behaves? Who behaves? He was just turning. It was like, hey, who behaves? Just so that it's almost like he wanted Kaybobo to hear that she was referring to him in that manner, right? And then Kaybobo was saying something. At this point, his microphone was on, so we weren't really hearing him. That's when from Imisi's angle, she just like went at him and was telling him things, right? And then the fights mainly started between them.
He was dragging it with me. Hey, mind your business, okay?
Who is?
Nobody called you yet.
Who is?
Him, Kaybobo. Nobody called you, so mind your motherfucking business. Idiot. Big for nothing, big fool.
Amo, people of God. Gay. Now, I think that with this capable thing and the reaction, it don't start today. It's not a today thing. This will tension don't date the friendship since you guys know that in Mrs. Diary session, she told Big Brother that Kaybobo is a puppet and that he doesn't like to he used to lie in front of others and he basically threw her under the bus, right? A conversation that they had when she brought it out in the open, Kaybobo was like, who said that, right? So she has said that in the diary room, and there's a way their friendship has been in for some time now, because I know that if it was still that time when they were still chill and they were close, it's not going to happen like this. The switch up or the reaction is not going to be like this. But that's where it's coming from. Like this, it has been brewing. Even with Faith, I think that it's still part of what made it this big, because their friendship too has been on rocky grounds. Now, we now had Kaybobo talking about his achievements, and she was basically calling him big for nothing. Then small thing, Imisi forecast herself. She was like, he thinks it's all these things they're doing here, that when they go out, that they'll more like they'll that's when they'll know who she is. I mean, and that's when they'll understand her or something. Because Kibaba was saying who you be, and then she now said that.
What do you get for this life? What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? What do you get?
Imisi say, you think it's about what you all are doing in this house? Let's get outside. What is happening outside? Imisi, baby. As I was saying that, I was like, okay, okay. When we let them come outside, Sha, we'll now know what it is that we need to know on the outside. Now, Kaybobo was now talking about his achievements, saying that what he has achieved in this life, she has not even achieved it, in any way, shape, or form, halfway. He was just like basically dragging from that angle and was telling her that she's wrong, is that she's wrong, that she should accept that she's wrong. And then that's how like the other round of arguments came about. Right? That's like, would I say part two of the argument? Let me just be putting it in parts. That's where part three of the arguments,
What I don't ask, if
came
you never
from.
ask one cut, I'll
Do you want to see what we've got outside?
What do you get? What do you? You can't even speak proper English.
Yeah, because
Fuck off, nigga. Fuck off, shut the fuck up. If you are wrong, you are wrong. I said you are fucking wrong.
Did I say I'm not?
You
Why
are
do you
wrong.
think
You
I'm
are
talking
wrong.
with me?
Yeah, this outside thing that we've heard now. It's not a small something. So, like I read for the fates fights, let me just read a bit of what was said before we now continue with the many videos. I still have more clips of their fights, but at this point, there were still a lot of insults flying around. Empty brain, Imisi called him empty brain, big for nothing, puppet. Kaybobo was like, waiting you don't achieve for this life, zero. Zero. She was like, it was like absolute zero. And then Kebo was saying he has his masters. What does she have? Imisi said she has got nothing, but him that has something, he still doesn't have common sense. Then they now, shut up, flying here and there. Kebobo was still saying, wait till you get with your 50 followers. And Imisi told him that let them see who has the most followers when they leave the house, right? So let's continue with the video parts or showing you the video parts of everything.
Papa, shut up!
50 followers.
Shut up! Yes! And let's see what the most followers we can
50
have.
followers.
Let's see.
50 followers.
Let's see.
Oh, that's you.
Shut up, big for nothing.
Fuck off.
Nothing
I
else.
don't
You're
care.
doing like a 2-year-old child.
Oh, really? You can't even speak a proper English.
I don't
Shut the
care.
fuck.
Well, I'll be like bicycle. Now, for the things that I did not record, some more things that I did not record, I'm going to read it out. Kebo was saying you can't speak proper English. Imi Sisi said, "Who cares?" Kebo now asked her, how did she even pass through the audition? She said she spoke Yoruba, that she spoke Yoruba and everything. And then at this point, the insults were just repetitive. They were still saying the same things to each other. Who you be, how did you do this, don't speak English, you're no big for nothing. So repetitive insults, right? And then Kebobo now threatening her. It was basically telling her that she's not going to, that next week let him see her in the kitchen, that she's not going to eat, she's not going to enter the kitchen, that's going to be there throughout for 247, and he'll make sure that she doesn't enter the kitchen next week because she's on the winning team and she's on the losing team, and they're the ones that are going to be in charge of food. So he was just telling her that she said that she's going to eat, that he's not going to do anything, that she's going to definitely eat her food.
Next week. You're not ready. You're not ready for this house. Where are you? For this house. I think you're ready. We don't see. We don't see. I don't see the way they steal. We don't stop.
Enough it.
That's
But
all.
I have something I will not be for 3 weeks in this house.
Good for
Oh, yeah,
you.
let's
Yeah,
see.
If you watch this fight and you may not entertained, I don't even know, Seth, because at some point it's left being like a fight where you're like GG gang, 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 and then you just be laughing. It got entertaining at some point. Now, this is where the speaking Yoruba part happened. At different points, she was just like inserting it here and there, but let's say the English not to enter again. You guys, you got to talk. Then there's one language that you want to use to complete the insult. So she now like went full on vernacular, right? Yeah.
We're going to see.
Agbára dáadáa, kò sí kankan lórí. Àwọn kò sí ìjà pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀, you wine and dine. Olórí ikú àgbàdé jẹ́. Olóṣì. Àgùntàṣọ lò. Àgùntàṣọ lò. I can't.
Speak English, Chihuahua. So yeah, that's that. There were other parts where she spoke Yoruba. Yeah, so that's the speaking of Yoruba part or the vernacular parts that I think that Big Brother might address today. Might, I'm not sure. So now, they now went on to talk about, sorry, they now went on to, at this point, the insults now became them. They started making fun of each other. This was the funniest part. The funniest part. Kaybobo was like imitating her. She now said that him his own English sounds like I wanna Ghana. There's a way she said it. Is that part is literally a meme right now. Or it's literally like a trending sound, and I think that somebody is going to make a sound out of it actually.
Oh, this for nothing. You don't have to say anything upstairs. Nothing upstairs. I ain't gonna because we are.
Did you guys see Kocho? Did you guys see Kocho? He was very active in like amplifying that particular part. But like when they were doing the I ain't gonna, I say, hey, sit down to song go. I thought that that was going to be the end because the thing now became like a laughing matter somehow. But they were still pissed off, yeah. But I thought that it was going to end there. It did not end there. Oh. They now went deeper into like sorry. They now went deeper into the insults, and Imisi now called him a hermaphrodite. He now brought in her mother into the equation. And for me, I feel like parents are off limits, children are off limits. Like you can do your thing, but personally, me, once you reach that part, I'll just be like, nah, please let's not go there. So she called him a hermaphrodite, and he was like, let her, she should let her mother come and taste his bola, and mother come and let make her mama come confirm whether not true or not. I say Jesus is Lord.
I'm not afraid that's what you are. When your mama got that, what's up for your life? For your life. For this day. Some people will carry your hand and your leg. They will let your bum.
To be honest, they will let your bomb. So if you are Yoruba, please help us translate I beg. Because you get places where she talk for this fights where I don't understand. I beg. I understand we bother with the whole not speaking vernacular something because we are so many people watching people from different tribes, different countries in Africa. So we need to know. I mean I need to be hearing every part of the gist. How will I give you guys updates when I don't get the full picture? I beg. They should be giving us everything that we understand. So they just continued, and then after some time, Kaybobo went inside, and that was it. Let's now move on to the other things that happened. For Dede and Koyin, they were having a conversation about what happened earlier. Still that question game that cause, questioning, cause question game causing question. So Dede was telling Koyin that if he has anything like if he likes anybody in the house, that she would like him to let her know that what are they best friends for if he cannot like give her this kind of gist before it goes out there. And the reason she said this is because she found out earlier on today that Koyi said something about being able to date Sultana outside of the house. So and that conversation was actually not like a serious one, but she just heard it today. She was not saying that you should be telling her things that that's why they're best friends. That and that she feels like Sultana is trying to spite her, right? But at the end of the day, he's free to do whatever he wants. But all that she wants is for him to just give her updates. She wants just.
Yeah, but still, pretend me this. If you like someone and you want to talk to someone, then just tell me. Oh, we're best friends. You're not going to tell me little things like that.
I don't like anybody yet.
Then why do you feel like you want to be in a relationship?
She asked the question. I know that
Trying to spite me. But then still, I want you to know that you can do whatever you want to do.
Sure.
100%. Just want to be getting exclusive G.
So Koyi is still maintaining that I don't like anybody in the house yet. And Dede is just saying if you like me, if you like Sha, I mean if he gets to like, he should tell her. And then they also had a conversation about her birthday. He remembered her birthday, 28th of October, 23rd of October. And then she told him that he's on his birthday, because his birthday is next week, I believe, that he should not tell anybody that she wants to be the first to wish him happy birthday. They were now discussing what they want for their birthdays and stuff. So that was their conversation. For Sultana, she was still talking about what happened earlier too, where Victory was saying, oh, he has never told anybody he loves the person. And then he also said some other things. He said Sultana spoke about liking him and liking some other guys. So that's what made her drag Victory the way she did. And then she now said that she was not even part of the game. She only came to clear what was said about her doing the P thing out of spite. And that's why would she have any issues with Diddy? That she didn't even know that there was tension between them until last week. That she doesn't even see her and all of that. I say, okay, now it's all right.
Victory say now there's somebody blah 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 blah. She even tried to date with me. And I heard that she likes four other guys. I did not involve in that game. I came back to address it that you said I did that for spite. I know they see you. What thing am I spiting for? The tension everybody they talk about, I realized the tension last week. I don't know if the tension did between me and the girl.
Oh, she did they see her care. It's all right. Everybody they deny their sense. Somebody that just watched it will be like, ah, she is not Sultana that was talking about Didi for like the most part of the first week, and until that Ebuka thing, the conversations she had several conversations about her, even up to the point of saying she met her during medical self, so she don't already know her since. Anyway, moving on from that, Rude Boy, Zita, they were having a conversation, and I think it's what Imisi said outside that triggered this conversation. The Imisi said something about the outside, like when they go outside, just that whole outside stuff. Um, Victory was saying that he feels like she's real. Zita said that Imisi's shoes are like original. They're like maybe high end brands. That all those are squeeze shoes and all of that they're original. So that was just like them saying that this whole thing is a strategy for her.
No strategy. I think she's real. I think she's. Go and check her brand over shoe. You see one, give it original. Go and check all these as squeeze shoe. Just try and look out. She used that part to tire. Now she installed Isabella. Bro, that girl no small.
Rude Boy said that girl was small. Anyway, this house, I believe most of them, came with strategies and all of that. If your strategy work for you, if it don't work for you, sorry. Moving on, this is where Mide was talking about Kaikumi and what he told her. Basically, Kaikumi came to the room. Abi, he was trying to, get her into the room to tell her, um, to have a conversation with her. And she was like, she said she just shunned him and like, what kind of conversation do they want to have? And he was not telling her that why you treating me this way. And this happened after that first week, or that this one is not that far off. So this was her just like saying that Kaikumi, is lying about the whole thing.
They
Yeah.
opened the door and was trying to drag me inside Topaz. I was like, what am I doing entering this room alone with you? What are we talking about? Please leave me to. I just dragged my hand and just left. Like, what are you doing? He was like, oh, let's talk. Why are you treating me like that?
Hmm. Hmm. I'm not even going to say much about their own matter. Media has been saying that the reason she doesn't even bring it up at all is just because she paid no attention to it, right? And then Pokaikumi has been denying saying anything to her after the first week, but who knows? They've not been showing us so much. But Madam Sabi, at this point, I believe that we have dissected the most things that we need to dissect, and this is where I'm going to end this video. If you are still here up until this point, you are the real OG, the real OG. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you. Kisses.